Γεια σας και καλώς ήλθατε στο euronews. Η δέσμευση της νέας κυβέρνησης του Μαυροβουνίου στο ευρωπαϊκό μονοπάτι της χώρας φέρνει το Μαυροβούνιο πολύ κοντά στο επόμενο βήμα της ένταξης στην Ευρωπαϊκή Ένωση. Είναι μαζί μας η Ε.Ε υπουργός Ευρωπαϊκών Υποθέσεων του Μαυροβουνίου, για να συζητήσουμε τις προκλήσεις και τις προσδοκίες της χώρας της. Minister, thank you for joining us. The new government's pledge to align with EU standards makes Montenegro most likely the next to join the European bloc. If I'm not mistaken, you have opened 33 out of 35 chapters, but you have closed only 3. Which are your next steps? Where are you focusing right now in order to make the reforms and obtain the acquis?
First of all, I would like to thank you and euronews for the time for this interview, and it is my greatest honor and pleasure to be here in Greece today and Athens as well. Well, when it comes to Montenegro, I'm certain that our pledge is to be 28 member until 2028. So in that way, we are having a very ambitious plan and working really hard on these issues, having in mind that one of the biggest priorities of the new government is European path and European integrations. When it comes to Montenegro, we are in this process. Well, in June it will be at 13 years, and so far, like you said, we closed only 3 chapters, but now we are already having a lot of chapters that are waiting for the closing benchmarks. But with the new methodology, we must start from the rule of law. And when it comes to chapters 23 and 24, those are the first steps for the getting an EBAR, and hope so that it will be through until the Belgian presidency. So Montenegro is having a very ambitious plan when it comes to the rule of law and interim benchmarks, and I'm certain that this will be a successful story when it comes to Montenegro, and I'm certain that Greece will be very supportive on this European path for Montenegro as well.
Is there enough support in your country from the political world and from the society for the accession?
Well, of course, we are having new momentum, we are having new energy with the new government, and this is the first time after a couple of years that we are having also this political stability when it comes also consensus over European integration. So at this moment, in the first 100 days of the government, we showed that we had open dialogue, not only with the political majority, but also with the opposition when it comes to European path. So this is something that encourages us on this way. This is the opportunity that we are using, but also the encouraging messages that we are having from the Brussels, European Commission, and all our EU partners on this way. And I'm certain that also the 80% of our citizens in Montenegro are wishing and seeing Montenegro as a next member candidate and the next state in the EU. So this is everything that is wanting for the Montenegro at this moment, to accelerate this process, and based on the merit-based approach on the regatta principles, to be the next member in the EU as well.
So there is enough political support even for the reforms that the country needs to do in order to obtain the acquis, because as you said, your government revived, we could say, the European dream, but the political scenery still remains a little bit fragile.
At this moment, I cannot say it is fragile. It was fragile 2 years ago. Now we are having this political stability. Now we are having more than 2/3 of the votes in the parliament when it comes to, for example, judiciary names, and those reforms that are waited for the rule of law and unclosing the chapters. We are finally having this consensus with the opposition and parliamentary majority, like I said, and we are finally started to act like a front runner, even the fact that we were, how to say, in one kind of a sleep when it comes to European integration the last 2 years. So this new government with the new energy and with the new geopolitical momentum that we are also aware of, now we are moving very fast, and having this stability in Montenegro with the new government and political majority, we are showing that this is something that we are wanting as first and the main goal of Montenegro, and this is European integrations. So at this moment, I'm certain that all the politics and all political parties in Montenegro are aware of the momentum. They are also aware of the reforms that are awaited for us for a long period of time. That's why we are starting with the rule of law. That's why we are having a lot of institutions blocked, even the fact that they were blocked and not completed for 8 or 9 years. And we have blocked that everything in first 100 days. So this was our message, that we are prepared for the reforms and that we are prepared as a political stable government and the parliament to work on all these issues.
The Prime Minister of your country has said that when he goes to Brussels, he feels a very positive atmosphere. So do you have very positive feedback these days from the EU?
Well, yes, of course. We are having open communication, almost everyday communication with the European Commission. We are having very positive and encouraging messages from our EU partners, and we are feeling wherever we go, we feel that we are very supportive in this way. This is what we needed, but also we are aware that even the fact that we are from one hand very optimistic, from the other we are realistic also. We need those encouraging messages. We need a lot of expert help from the EU partners. We need support in this way, but also we are realistic and aware that the ball is in our field. We are aware that now everything depends on us, how fast are we going to change in the reform inside our country. So that's why we are having very ambitious, dynamic plan on getting an e-bar and after that closing other chapters as well. So we are feeling very positive also here in Greece today, and I'm certain that we will have a lot of good results in upcoming months that we can show with all our EU partners, and that we can show our dedication, that we are sincere in reforms, that we are sincere when it comes to the European path, and that we can finish this process, because we are, like I said, 13 years in this process, and a lot of things has changed during these 13 years. I'm certain that Montenegro can and will be a successful story in this way. This will be a good thing for the European Union, but also for the Montenegro as well.
And how do you think the accession of the countries of the Western Balkans would benefit the region?
Well, I'm certain that if you're having also this on my geopolitical moment, when you're having that you're having this instability, when you're having a lot of things, you must have how to say let's not word enlargement use, but use the word of having completed European Union, and Union is going to be completed only with the Western Balkan countries as well. And I'm certain that all of us countries are wishing and working on this path. This is something that will bring security. This is something that will bring also more open economic issues, and starting from the growth plan as well. This is one of the instruments that European Union is showing us, that there is a lot of things that European Union is having with Western Balkan countries. So in that way, I'm certain that this will be a positive side for the Western Balkans, but for the European Union in security issues as well.
Today's discussion, organized by E.E title is Enlargement 2030, Dream or a Reality. What do you think?
Well, I'm certain this is reality. This is something that we are working very hard. I'm certain that there is a lot of dreams when it comes to European Union. I'm certain that there is a lot of dreamings that were in previous period of time, especially when it comes to citizens. So now it's our task to make this a reality. Now it is our task to show that this is that we are not dreaming, that the European Union is wanting and wishing enlargement as its full, and this is a time also for the European Union to show to us that it's not only a dream, it can be a reality, but it's double-sided communication from our side, but from the European Union as well.
Minister, good luck with your work, and thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for your time as well.